Imagine a land that's frozen for 8 months of the year, a land that is at once beautiful and at peace, whispering, and the next minute is screaming at you, malevolent, telling you to get out, don't come back. That's the Yukon. Now imagine the men who dare to venture into this wildland's deepest secrets, men of a kind. Donnie the Métis Cree, the kid, Rich the scientist, Wojo the guide. Those are the type of men that walk into these remote places. Now have these men form a fellowship to find the lost Rocky Mountains of native legends. The unknown is in every single step you take. And that's what drives the men of the Yukon. That's what motivates them to live this one life we're given to its fullest, together to the end.
Oh, good job, guys. We're getting her together. So we have to take all the kits here. All this has to go. I wonder if we shouldn't load some of that stuff in the Yeti.
Okay. This is Rich Shockey. He's our environmental scientist. That's true, no guff, right?
That's true.
BSc.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years. That's what he does, environmental studies. So he's coming along on this journey. On top of being our resident scientist, Rich is also going to be my Sherpa.
Your best buddy.
I'm telling you right now, when the going gets tough, that's the man that I'm going to crawl on top of and say, "Carry me back to my mummy." So.
And I would do that for your mother.
I know he would.
Because I know her well.
He would do that. Yeah, my mother doesn't want me back that bad. Let me introduce you to the kid.
You want this stuff?
Yeah, the kid, 17 years old, Taylor. Joined this expedition out of the blue. I mean, I have no idea how you managed to get yourself on this trip. So all the rest of us have 30 years of experience each, at least. And then there's Taylor. How many times have you been up here?
Once.
Once. How old were you?
11, I think.
Yeah. Trust me, that doesn't count. That's the kid. This is Brian, Wojo we call him. His last name is Wichikowska Niski Noska Riskany. So we just call him Wojo on the back end. Wojo is my main man. He's my right-hand man. He handles everything on the operations. If I have to go to a place that I've never been before, that nobody's ever been before, Wojo is the man that I want with me when we do that. I've got his back, he's got my back, and he will never run. I don't care if there's 10 grizzly bears coming and he's only got 9 cartridges. Wojo will stand and fight, never back down. He's the man. He's instrumental in operations. This is Donnie. Donnie is the coolest guy of the bunch. How would you describe yourself?
Cree Métis.
Yeah. Cree Métis.
Yeah.
So the braids are all 100% legit. Yeah. Donnie also is the one that's mostly responsible for the start of this thing because we hunted together in the mountains of British Columbia.
Pink Mountain
area. And we're hunting for bison, Donnie and I, and he started talking about this ancestral place that he'd heard about that was way up in the Yukon that his forefathers talked about, and there were sheep on that place. Now I have the outfitting area in this area and I didn't know about it. So What's the name of it?
I have to say it in the regular tongue because the Cree, so I just said Lost Mountain.
Okay, so Lost
But
Mountain.
it's actually Onahay.
So that's where we're going. We're going to Onahay. Donnie belongs here. The rest of us are visitors.
What's going on, Wojo?
We're just getting ourselves loaded up. We got Donnie's gonna bring his gear, put it on the truck. We got Jimmy's gear together. We got our tents for the expedition.
What are you working on, Tyler?
Taking down these tents. We're just set them up so we could make sure that everything was working, so we didn't get up on the top of the mountain and be like, hey, you've got missing stuff. That would not be good.
My job is to keep an eye on the maps and the air photos, make sure that we're going the right direction. You know, when there's not a whole lot to go by, it can be kind of a tough job.
It's a little overwhelming right now at this point because there's so many pieces to the puzzle. We leave one little piece out, ain't gonna work. I always related to that kerplunk game. You put all the little pins in the cylinder and you put the marbles on top and you pull them all out, and you pull the wrong one out, it's kerplunk, you're done.
So, Donnie, when you were saying there's 2 lakes, and you talked about a river, that's all I got from it. When I went through, I mean, Rich, total map expert, went through the whole thing, and that's what he found.
Ancestors don't usually say anything unless it's something there.
There's truth.
There's got to be something there.
Did they say how they got there? I mean, they had to have taken, gee whiz, that's...
They said there was some walk. There was a pretty good walk in there to get up there.
Can we get to even there?
Logistically, you're looking at probably over 40 to 50 some odd plus miles just to get up into here,
The second lake.
to the second lake.
We can't land in the river?
No.
Not possible.
I'd try and go as far as you could with the Argo.
Yeah.
And then
Well, you could walk it, but you probably wouldn't be able to carry enough food to get in and back out again. So that's the problem. You
No.
can't.
If we're gonna walk in, pick a good place to bury me, because I won't be coming back out.
and it'll take us 2 weeks to get in and out if we can get that far.
You said it was a little bit of a walk,
Yeah.
Donnie.
Kayas means long, long, long way.
Kayas?
So if it's really long, you go kayas. So have fun.
I don't know about you, but I'm really excited. I've been literally looking forward to this. You know, ever since, Donnie, you mentioned the place that your ancestors talked about, the lost Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be the place we have to try and find. They're adding up all the weight right now. I think we're going to be right at the limit for getting our gear and us onto 2 airplanes. 205 pounds. Yep, 205 pounds.
This stuff over here has all been weighed. The guys have all been weighed. We have this equipment left here that hasn't been weighed. The final tally is made so that we know how much weight goes into each plane.
Everyone that flies up here or is involved with flying up in the Yukon, or in fact Alaska as well, Northwest Territories, any bush pilots, they do it because they love it. These people are explorers. They do the hard way, jobs that could be a lot easier done down south with flatter country, with more electronics, more airports to land, and more safety valves. There's none up here. There's only self-reliance. These are the best pilots in the world.
There's nothing below us other than wilderness, and that's all for... Yeah, there's no people within 100 miles of here. You know, the closest town is where we left.
Pretty unforgiving country.
Definitely.
This is awesome. We're going right over one of the big mountains right here. The journey begins. It's like playing poker. We're all in.
This is it. We're unloading all the gear for the expedition. It's going to fill up 3 Argos. Literally, it's gear for 3 weeks for 5 of us and then 2 cameramen. So it's a big project. Everybody has a job to do. A lot of us are specialized in what that job is, but when it comes to unloading, everyone's equal. Everyone pitches in, works together. Without teamwork, this isn't going to work. We've left civilization. When these airplanes take off, that's it. We're not getting out of here until they come back to get us. There is no other way to get out of here. So at that point, we're self-reliant. Every step we make, every decision we make is critical, because if someone jumps off a rock, twists their ankle, what happens? You just don't go running down to the hospital. You don't call an ambulance. It's an exercise in desire. You have to want to be out here so far away from any support that we normally would count on in our Western civilization. Everything comes down on us. There's no one else to look to. This is where every one of us takes responsibility for our actions.
I think Jim's gonna start working on opening and unbuttoning the cabin here, and I'm gonna take Rich and I'll go and start getting these Argos serviced up, getting things ready, and get ready for our adventure tomorrow.
Tip top.
You know, it's not going to be long before we start realizing what we forgot.
It doesn't really matter what we forgot.
No. If one of us forgot it, the other ones are going to share what they have.
I just hope we got a lot of TP. We're making lunches for the next couple, 3 days to go out, so like the boss says, it isn't too pretty, but we have survival food. Is that how you say, Jimmy? We're gonna eat like kings?
We're going to be living like bush pigs and eating like kings. Hey, Brian, if you guys are all having beans for lunches, you probably don't want beans for dinner.
I'll eat beans again. I'll eat beans 3 times a day.
How many days in a row?
I don't care.
Brian, mushroom soup the second day?
None for me. I'm fine. I got
You don't eat mushroom soup for dinner?
No.
What do you eat for dinner?
I will, but I won't eat your mushrooms.
You're going to weigh 20 pounds when we're done.
I'm trying to start this chainsaw and it's not cooperating. But we definitely need it because you never know when you might have to clear some stuff or to get the Argos through. Holy, stubborn. Wojo, what the hell? What's wrong with this thing?
Can't start it?
No.
Jeez. There you go. There's one click.
Yeah. So what'd you do?
I started it. Don't feel bad, because if it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't be going where we're going. So thanks.
If I read maps the way I start chainsaws, we could be out here for a while.
The bottom line is we're down here, actually probably by the kiwi fruit.
The kiwi fruit, okay.
Yeah, we're going to work our way up through here. And if we can get probably to the cherries, that's about, or Wanihau Echinichi.
That's a long ways away.
Long ways is going to be predicated by whether we can get across this river.
Right here, this wide spot is probably the only place that you can cross because the slope comes right up against this river.
Yeah.
And there's no way to get in between the two.
And it's not the best map, but to me, this spot right here, that's the one that I'm actually quite worried about. That's the widest braided out spot.
And then this mountain right up against it.
It runs right up against
There's
it.
no way to skirt between the mountain.
You can see how
It's so
tight that little
yeah,
canyon is there.
exactly.
And it'll be too steep to go. You can't side hill, so you'll just start rolling right down it. That is the only spot that I think I think we even have a remote chance of getting across this river.
Yeah.
We got about a 20-day journey here. We got 3 Argos. It'll comfortably have 6 people in it, but we got the kid. So we're trying to figure out and devise a way that he can actually ride on this thing and come with us.
I did not think that was going to fit. I was like, no. So he just sits on top.
Sits on top, put a foam there, and they just sit on top of that. He's gonna have a pretty sore butt. It'll build some character. Yeah, it'll toughen him up.
You guys are loaded.
Yeah, we're all ready to go.
There's a kid sitting there.
You got a piece of plywood back there somewhere.
Look up sciatica in the dictionary. It'll save your doctor trying to diagnose what your problem is. These guys are the best of the best, eh? And the hazing, which is maybe politically incorrect, is necessary and real out here. And everything we do is done with full respect. This young man is coming out here to learn from us, and we're teaching him. But he's got to learn in a respectful manner, which means we have to be disrespectful to him, which in a sense is respectful. It's counterintuitive, but that's the way. I knew if my dad was poking fun of me that I was doing something right. And I knew if my uncles were joking around with me, I was doing something right. The instant they stop means they didn't like me. Hazing is the politically incorrect word, but the fact is part of growing up and becoming a man out here. He's going to learn from the best. Trying to find a route off this mountain right now. We managed to come over the top, and we think it's all downhill from here, but every 5 minutes when you're riding one of these machines through here is fraught with decision and indecision. Make the wrong choice, you double the amount of time you spend trying to get to your destination. Make the right choice, get there in half the time. I got myself into a kind of a ravine here. All 4 wheels on this side are in the air. So Brian's coming over. We'll have to winch out.
I'll just pull it out free. I'll please pull it out for you.
Okay. Wojo saves the day again. Watch yourself, Rich. Don't come this way. It led us right into this labyrinth of hummocks and deep channels. It doesn't matter what you're driving, unless you're maybe a Caterpillar tractor you could get through here, but getting the Argos high-centered on these hummocks, it's just better to travel with other guys. You rely on your teammates always, always, always. The best way to travel through these wild lands. Look at that. So there's caribou.
Bite marks, scratch marks.
It was probably it was probably killed last fall when it was just out of velvet, eh? So there's still blood in it.
It's been got a little moss in it, eh? So it's...
That's gotta be last fall.
Yep.
Taylor, get over here. Taylor, punk kid, get over here. You know why this is not, why it's all chewed off? Why there's no, like a caribou would have all that on top, right? All the points. You know why?
I don't know, I thought he tripped.
You thought he tripped.
I don't know.
You know, I'm starting to think there may be no hope for him. We brought you along to pass on knowledge, wisdom. No guff? You thought he tripped?
I don't know, logical.
Seriously?
Yeah, go sit back in your seat. He's wasting effort.
So he doesn't know. He actually
He doesn't know, which is good though.
Sorry, we didn't mean to make fun of you. We thought you actually knew. There's two ways they break up. One is if they're fighting during the rut, they're all hard-horned, and they could break, but that's not the same as this. This is chewed off, chewed off, chewed off. You can even see the bite marks. Because there's calcium in here, in the horns. The porcupines, any of the little rodents will chew on them, but this has been chewed by something bigger, I think. It looks more like
How about
wolf.
this? This hasn't been... Is that also a wolf, do you think, or would that be a porcupine? Or something smaller?
That's teeth, yeah. I think that's porcupine there, right? Yeah, you've had wolves chew off the softer part, and then you've had porcupines chewing on the harder parts. So if there's caribou, you guys go try and find caribou if you can. I mean, they're obviously around, so. I mean, we'll camp tonight all together, and then tomorrow morning we'll split off. So I was kind of making fun of Taylor there because he thought he tripped. You know, that's why it was broken off. And I mean, I couldn't believe it that he wouldn't know. But the fact is, something that we take for granted, we just know. And somebody told us way back when. I probably would have said at Taylor's age, well, it tripped. That's really what hunting, the tradition of hunting, and just being an outdoors person is all about, is passing on the knowledge. This is the moment of truth for the river crossing that we've been so worried about right from the beginning. The water's low, but it's way, way, way fast in here. And the main channel gets to be 6, 7, even 10 feet deep in some places. And we can't swim them across fast enough before we're swept downstream. This is where push comes to shove. Like this is the spot, eh? I mean, it's at least twice as wide as...
Oh yeah, this is your best option.
Yeah.
One of them anyways, eh?
Who's going first?
Was it ever
You're
going
rigged.
the other way?
You go.
So enough of the human error stuff. I can't quite figure out what I'm going to tell your mother and your wife if you don't make it across here.
All I know is if I make it across and you drown my Argo, you just keep going. Just keep going. Don't even try and swim for shore. Okay. I'll give it a shot, Brian. Okay.
Come on, a little bit more. No, you float. Oh. Yeah. Come back, then.
Do it.
You gotta come here.
Yeah, do
You gotta
it.
come here.
Okay. I'll give it a shot, Brian.
Come on, a little bit more. No, you float. Oh. Yeah. Come back, then.
Yeah, do it.
You gotta come here.
Yeah, do
You gotta
it.
come here. Hurry up.
That didn't go very good.
You gotta go a little more. You gotta give it some more. You gotta give it hard. You want me to go?
No, I don't want you to go. I'm going to do it. That wasn't even close. I didn't even make it halfway.
No.
Holy smoke.
I know.
Okay.
Harder. Harder, harder, harder. Wide open. Wide open. Keep it straight. See? More power. Keep going.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, like this.
It doesn't rev any higher.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, get some weight with you. Take the kid with you, maybe, eh?
Hi, kid. It's about as simple as it has to be. It's all about pure aggression. Ready?
That's 2. Piece of cake, Brian. This is it. This is the last Argo we got to get across this water.
Ready? Here we go.
Good stuff. Good job, Rich.
Yeah, good job.
Argo River crossing. First one ever.
Go big or go huge.
We've got one more issue today, and that's to find a campsite. Once we get to the camp tonight, wherever that's going to be, from that point on, Rich and I will start backpacking up the mountain to search for these rams. Well, the other guys are going to be looking from the bottom, trying to get around the whole mountain range, looking up. We just picked a camp spot here, not too far from a creek, and the guys just walked 10 feet from the one Argo, and something in the bush gave them a serious, like, ugh. You heard it, Rich?
Yeah, it sounded like thunder. And then you realize it's a growl. So it just sounded like a big dog growl.
We think there's a grizzly right here. We think there's a grizzly right here. The guys just heard it.
Let Jim drive around. You stay there. Don't get close to me.
I didn't see anything.
There's not much fresh sign.
You know what else? It could have been a big bull, eh? This is what hunting's all about. No dead animals, but this is still hunting. It's a beautiful thing to see a team working so well together. Even young Taylor, no one's asking him to do what he's doing. He's picking up the chore and doing it. Everybody knows their job. They're working together. You don't find arguments. In fact, you'll find smiles and joy after a long day pounding in the Argos to get to this spot. We probably came 20 miles at least today.
Actually, this tent was the closest to where the bear was. And I noticed
Yeah, but
you guys automatically went.
My cot is the closest to the tent that's closest to where the bears were. So he's going to get through all of you before he gets to my cot. And you know what? I don't know if you noticed, but the 3 oldest guys have the 3 guns. We'll give you a knife.
I tell you, the things you got to put up when you travel and hunt with old guys. They take all the guns, they take all the cots, they take the tent furthest away from the grizzly.
I take that all back, what I was saying about we working as a team and there's no whiners in the bunch. I take that all back. Hey, say hi to the grizzly tonight. Well, who's excited about mushroom soup?
Perfect.
You know, it's just like fine wine, eh? If you get mushroom soup that's like brand new out of a can, that's no good. It's got to freeze for at least one whole winter, preferably 6, 7 winters.
I'm not sure which I'm more afraid of, the grizzly that we heard or the mushroom soup.
It's actually a real talent to be able to chef when you're out in the wilderness. Very few people actually have the ability to cook well under these extreme conditions. It takes years and years to know exactly what it takes to make these strong men happy at the end of a night. That sounds a little sick. I don't know what would make them happy. I have no idea. I've literally been waiting all year to get out here to cook my favorite meal. The ingredients are special. It's a bit of a secret, but I'll tell you anyway. Sliced mushrooms, made in China. Where else would sliced mushrooms be made? This is skim milk, a mushroom soup, which if you can, the idea is to get mushroom soup that hasn't spent the winter in the Yukon in a barrel, because it's not quite the same texture. And the final ingredient is Ichiban noodles. These are spicy chicken or chow mein flavor, beef flavor. It's all about presentation.
Oh, what in your glove?
Oh, gee.
I'm gonna have my own bean.
Hey, right. What's this? Oops. Oh boy. The wonderful thing is, the last time the health inspector came by to check up on this kitchen, everything was perfect. It's a little chunky still. Hey Brian, tell me this doesn't look good. You know what the weird thing is? He's sitting there eating a can of sardines, and he's making ugly faces. Well, you can't help that, but he's making ugly faces at my soup.
I'm ready for bed.
You think just because this looks really gross and ugly, that it is gross and ugly, and that's not the case at all.
No. It looked like that, but it
Actually,
tastes pretty
what's this
good.
stuff here? Put that in. It'll be good. It'll be with the one flavor we don't have is fish. There you go. Perfect. No, it's there. Hey, I'd put that in a second.
Oh man.
That's been simmering now for just the exact perfect amount of time. And look at this. We've already got lineups at the soup kitchen. Here, young man, you got to hold right over top. Look at that. And you know what? I guarantee there's going to be lots left over for seconds. Who's next? Donnie, surely you're going to have some of my soup.
I'm going to have some.
I cooked like enough for 7 hungry men, and look what I'm ended up with. Brian, you going to try some?
I don't know. I'm kind of full.
Come on, you got to try some. Got to try some. Hey, Brian. Just a little bit.
Okay.
There you go. You slag my cooking? If you thought the mushroom soup was bad, wait till you taste the label of it in the bowl. Brian, what's your problem? I can't believe you're inspecting my meal like that. And herein lies the moral of the story. You should never complain about the cooking in a hunting camp, because you never know what you could be eating instead of good mushroom soup. You ready, Donnie?
I'm ready.
You and me, big guys. Donnie's the only one that didn't make faces at my chef-ing, well, and Taylor. How is it?
You know, it ain't that bad. It honestly isn't, eh, Donnie?
It's really good, is what it is.
It is.
I know it's good.
The mushrooms are a little crunchy.
Yeah, because they're from China.
And they're 20 years old.
How do you get on?
Creator, we thank you for this day. Thank you for what you do for us. Thank you for these beautiful mountains that we're in. Thank you, Lord, for the creeks that we have and the animals and the beauty and the sun that comes up in the morning to warm our hearts and our lives. Thank you for this opportunity that we can come out here and be healthy and bring back beautiful memories for people to see. And that, Father, that for years and years they can look and see how you created this world. And so bless our hunting time and keep us safe, and help our brother Jim here to get a sheep he's looking for. Help Wojo, this Caribou. Help my other friends here for their help as they help us to assist us to do these things that you offer us. Thank you for the animals, the fish in the water. Thank you for everything. Hi, hi.
It's hard, you know, to see and be with people like, you know, like everyone. It's, I don't know. I just have this hard time to explain things when it.
You don't have to explain to me.
It just
like I know exactly. It reaches down inside of you, and it just goes like this.
I know.
And it goes,
squeezes you.
You protect the soft part with the hard part, and the only thing that reaches it is love of family.
Yep.
You know, camaraderie, friendship, or spirituality.
Yep. And that's what
everybody inside has that tiny little flame inside, that little soft spot. They all have it.
Yeah.
Some are so hidden, so hardened, and that's why I see often when I run into the cities and I see. No one reaches it, including spirituality. Mm-hmm. But I do believe if you brought them out here, if people could experience this, then it would come out.
Yeah. But you will have to be here. Experience it.
Yeah.
Good feeling.
It is.
So, you guys are gone.
Oh, man.
Donnie?
Okay, yeah, it was a
See
pleasure.
you guys.
Yeah.
Take care of the kid here. Big guy?
Good luck, big guy. Hope you make it safe.
Yeah, you be safe too.
We will.
Most important.
Yeah.
Later, Max Huger.
Goodbye to all our help, anyway. That's where we're going. I often wonder when I see places like that, you know, if that's where storms are born, if that's where they just wait, and for whatever reason they see you starting to come, and then they just right there. I almost feel sometimes like the mountains are trying to keep you out. They're saying, don't you dare. You're constantly pushing against a force that comes out of the back end. They don't want us there, whoever they is.
For me, it's almost like it's in your own mind. There's that part of you that wants to go and the other part's telling you to stay out.
I mean, it's a lot smarter to stay back where it's comfortable and safe. Why explore? Why go into a new spot?
Yeah.
Everything's fine where you are. You got your food, you got your bed, you got shelter, you have a television. Who wants to go in there? There comes a point on every expedition when the joy of discovery gives way to the discomfort of reality. And when the sun goes away and the rain starts to fall, that's when you know you don't belong. It's at these times, fighting the demons of doubt, when the hunter realizes suddenly that they're on top of the world. Motivation is the only thing that gives you the energy to continue at that point. And the limit to your desire is always just one decision away, one step,
another. You climb, you continue. The choice is yours. Quit, it's over. Go home. Fail. Or keep going. What's it gonna be?
What the heck is turkey tetrazzini?
Hey, did you remove your desiccant?
Did I forget to do that?
This isn't seasoning.
Oh, man. You sure this one has desiccant? Oh, yeah, it does, too.
It does.
Yeah.
You forgot to pull out your desiccant.
I thought that was a spice bag. Can they? Oh, there it is. I got it. That's kind of disgusting. Hey, Rich. I got coffee, and I got hot chocolate.
Mixed in with your toilet paper.
I only had one Ziploc. I'm not sure what it's worse on. Does it make the coffee taste worse, or does it make the toilet paper a little scratchier? I'm not sure. My desiccant flavored whatever I'm eating, turkey terzarani, can't be as bad as your toilet paper coffee you're gonna taste.
We're almost up in sheep country now. So far we've seen zero sign of any sheep. Maybe we're not in the right place. Maybe this isn't Donnie's Lost Mountain, but it seemed like it was right on the map. I don't know. All we can do is just keep looking. Keep looking, yeah.
I mean, there's so much here, right? There's so many
no
little
sign,
spots.
though. I understand we're not seeing sheep, but there's no sign. They can't fly. They're Donnie's Lost Mountains. Maybe they do fly. I don't know.
Donnie's flying.
But they're, even if they fly, they gotta leave droppings somewhere. Wind's bad, but we'll stay on this side of the ridge and keep looking and hope they're off on this way. Rich, that's it.
Yeah. About time, eh?
I mean, that's it. That's sheep.
That's where we're.
I mean, ancient.
That's what we're here for.
This might have been here since Donnie's forefathers were here, but it doesn't matter. The fact is, there's sheep here. Like, this is his Lost Mountains, his Lost Rocky Mountain. I wish we could let Wojo know. The guys like Donnie would be over the moon, eh? Because I think he'd be worried. I'm sure he's worried that we're chasing this legend and there's no sheep anywhere.
When we carry that sheep off the mountain.
Yeah, then he'll be.
Then they're gonna know.
Right now, all we can carry is some sheep pellets.
too rough. You're not gonna get through here.
No?
You're not gonna get through there, anywhere here.
So what do you think we gotta do?
The only way we can do it is go up around there with the arc and round the corner and down.
And get down on the
Get
riverbed?
down on that flat back over there. Because that's the mountain we gotta get around right there. No way we can get through here. River wins today.
Okay. So we're gonna have to cut ourselves through some of this. We won't get over it with the Argos, this old dead trees and stuff.
No.
Tyler, you wanna walk back and grab the Argo and bring it here? We'll get the saw and we'll start cutting, getting that out, okay? Good, good. Oh, whoa. Perfect. Can you get that saw out, Don?
Yep.
Perfect. Hey, you want to drive it through there, bud? Go slow. Take your time. It's narrow. Take your time. Just come straight. Come through. Go slow. Good. Perfect.
Sheep bed. 1, 2, 3. There's quite a few, eh? Yeah. See how they knocked all the big rocks out of here? Yeah, they pot them off. Yeah. So they end up with the small rocks, just which are softer, I guess. Yeah. So they sit right on this ridge at one point. It can't be winter. It's got to be summer. Summer. It's got to be summer. They wouldn't sit way out on this windy ridge in the winter, I don't think. When you're up on these mountains, you see how vast this world is and how beautiful, and the wildlands, how spectacular they are. You just wish that everybody could be up here. All 7 billion of us could be on these mountains. It can't happen. It's only for the few that make the effort, that have the desire, the determination to get up here, the effort that it takes, the discipline. To just do it for the sake of doing it is very difficult. You got to have a goal. The goal is hunting, discovery, exploration. They're all tied together. They're one and the same thing. Hunting is exploration, hunting is exploration. It's the same. There's a ram. There's a ram. We did it. Donnie, wherever you are out there with Wojo and Taylor, you are right. The legend was right. They're right here. Just a young ram, but he's a ram. Oh, there's that one back. There's 2 now. One's bigger for sure. And he's a fan, and he's got the blood. Oh, there's 2. There's another one. Oh, that's bigger. Okay, now he spotted a big one. Spotted 3 more. That one's for sure legal. He's a fanon. Altogether, there's 7 rams. 5 went across the face, and 2 went around the corner on this ridge. I'm trying to find out if they're legal. The law says here in the Yukon that the base of the horn, through the bottom of the eye, through the middle of the nose, one horn tip has to break that plane. We found rams, which is fantastic, but that, just because you find rams doesn't mean you can actually shoot one, which we can't do anyway because they're on this nasty face and there's no way to get at them. We found the rams. There's a huge sense of accomplishment on this, that we tried something, made a plan, and actually found the sheep. They're here. They're on this little mountain range, this rugged mountain range, exactly like the legend said they would be. The only thing the legend didn't mention was how steep it is off the far side where they are. This mountain is so rugged, that's probably why nobody ever comes to it. You can't get at them. Now it'll be a patience game if we can hold out until they make a mistake and come on our side in a place where we can actually get at them. That's going to be the hard part. Tastes like mushroom soup.
Next time I set up the menu, rather than 100 days of mushroom soup, a little bit of
14 days straight mushroom soup. We're going to beat it this year.
That's where he was there, right there.
Just by those rocks over there, way out there.
First seen him.
Yeah, he just must have just come down and then he's
This side.
yeah, right against the cliff there. What do you think, Donnie?
Wojo, that's a pretty good looking bull right there. These nice tops, nice shovel.
Think we should take him if I get a chance?
Yeah, he's a good one. I think we can take him.
When he turns, if he turns.
Wojo, that's a pretty good looking bull right there. These nice tops, nice shovel.
Think we should take him if I get a chance?
Yeah, he's a good one. I think we can take him.
Behind the bush there.
Yeah, you can't see him very. No shot.
No shot?
No shot there, no.
Once he gets in that brush, he'll be gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's too bad, eh, Don?
Yeah, he's gone. He's too high in the timber. Now you can just see his horns. Good bull, though, to let
It
him
was a
go.
good bull.
Bet he didn't give you a shot there.
I know.
We came up on this peak so we could try and cut off those rams. I thought maybe they'd come right over the ridge, like right over top there, and out into this basin, but we're on the top peak and the ridge runs straight out that way, but it's a knife edge and we can't walk it. It's like cliffs and impossible technical climbing to get to them. Really cold right now. I think the rams just went over onto the lee side of the wind. So they're all hunkered in, toasty, while we're turning into popsicles up on this mountaintop. We won't be able to last very long. We'll have to go down and do the same thing, find a spot out of the wind. It sucks the heat right out of you. spotted a ram. He's definitely legal. He's 450 yards away in sort of a tight little draw. He came out just once or twice. It would be so nice to bring back some sheep meat to the elders in town. We promised them. We promised we'd try. Really slow, really slow.
Heads up, Jim.
Rich takes the right turn.
I made a executive decision to try and close the distance. I only had to get 400 yards with the rifle, and I was 475 and rolled a rock and just picked us up and over the hill, which isn't good because we spooked them, and who knows how long they'll stay away. Long day. It's been about a 20-hour day. We've come as far as we can off the mountain, and darkness caught us. We didn't make it back to our tent. This is a part of the hunting that you never really see because we never video it. Everybody's too tired. We're beat, so we're just gonna go to sleep for a little while, and then keep going tomorrow morning early. We were forced off the mountain the day before yesterday. The rain and wind was horrible. So we bolted down right at dark and spent all day yesterday and last night down in the bottom. And this morning woke up 4:30 a.m., not a cloud in the sky. I mean, it looks like it's some sifty looking clouds are coming over now, but we've got food. We can stay 6 days eating, and as long as we want after that, not eating. We're hoping to find a sheep up there so we can have sheep ribs.
Not last to hear that one. What? You shoot.
A couple minutes later, we wouldn't have seen him.
No, it was good.
I think it's yours and lambs. We just topped the first ridge from camp. And there's some sheep over in the basin. It's a high basin between a bunch of peaks and ridges. So Jim's just scoping them just to see if there's any legal rams in the bunch. But at the same time, we have to keep an eye around just in case the rams are up in a place that we haven't seen. This would be really good luck if there's a ram in here, a legal ram.
They're young rams. There's 3 young rams, and they saw me already.
Our good luck just turned into bad luck.
Yeah. That's the big ones right on the peak there. Or bigger anyway. We've got 8 rams over here and 4 rams over here. There's one legal, obviously legal one over here, and one legal one here, and 2 more squeakers that aren't quite legal. So those ones I think might feed down onto the grass, but I don't know if we can get close enough for a shot. These ones, I have no idea what they're gonna do. They might as well be on Mars. You see what they're climbing up into? You could get there, I mean, if you had ropes and the technical climbing gear, maybe.
Even if you had all the ropes and all the gear in the world, they'd hear you coming.
We have to get over another mountain range, but I know we can get there. Sheep is the best wild game meat in the planet, according to the people that have ever tasted it. There's very few that actually have. This is not an animal to be butchered, to raise in a feedlot. That's not what this is about. This is about challenging yourself to get that best meat in the world. You can't justify the dollars per pound for the meat, but you can't justify $10,000 to go on a ski weekend or skydiving. How can you justify the cost? To entertain yourself? No, it's to challenge yourself. The money that you make should be used in your life to make it a life. That's what it's for. It's not about the cost per pound of meat. It's about the cost of not living. How much does that cost?
There he is. Where's the other one?
Right over here. Go ahead. You go ahead now. He should be right down here.
Oh, that's that bull and that cow. The one that was walking.
Yeah, she was always there.
300.
Okay. Give me your jacket. Where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he? There he is. He's in the cut.
Where?
He's in the cut. He's just coming out below that big knob.
Wojo, he's 330.
Shoot above him about a foot.
There he is. He's in the cut.
Where?
He's in the cut. He's just coming out below that big knob.
Wojo, he's 330.
Shoot above him about a foot. You got him.
No, right in the shoulder.
Right in the shoulder.
Thank you, Donnie.
They weren't lying when they said there's lots of caribou in this valley. Another one right there.
Thank you, Donnie. Shoots pretty good.
It does. Nothing wrong with it.
338 Nosler. She's about killed me coming up this hill.
Killed me. I died 3 times.
Just revived myself.
What do you think of that, kid? That's your first caribou hunt right there.
Ask me again when we get over there.
I wonder how Jim's doing on his sheep hunt.
I know. Hope he's doing as good as us.
That's real rugged country there.
I don't know if this is a top or not, but this is where we almost are. There's one ram at the bottom, but he's small. Right in the pass.
lost Rocky Mountains. Donnie was right. His ancestors were right. The legends were right. There's sheep here on top of this mountain.
Good job.
For this ramp to crawl up, to get up here, to find the place totally from stories.
That was a hunt, man. You're a hard guy to follow.
We got him. We got the ramp. The lost Rocky Mountains. That son of a gun, Donnie.
Careful here, Wojo, a little steeper. Gonna be okay?
Hey, yeah. Oh man, he's right in the crevice. Oh, nice and hard.
Nice.
Got 2 shovels.
Yeah, he's a nice little guy.
Double shovel. We're gonna keep some for ourselves, but we're gonna share the meat.
Yeah,
you know?
and by doing that, that's going to make some family really, really happy, some native family.
Yeah. You can't put to words what this country has and offers to us.
Creator does some wonderful things in life, eh?
Holy, look at him. Yeah. He's been living here for probably 10 years.
That was a good one.
Thanks for coming along.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
We got a lot of work to do now. We set out at the beginning of this, Donnie and Wojo and Taylor and Rich and myself, to prove that there's sheep in this mountain range based on a story that came through Donnie's forefathers. And now we have this ram on this mountain. So the elastic band is pulling hard and tight right now. It's about to snap back. We're running out of daylight and we've got to get back. I'm hoping the other guys are safe and sound and that they got their caribou. We'll find out at the end of the hunt when we get back together again. We've got a long, long journey now to get this magnificent animal, all the meat, back to the elders in the village. That's part of hunting, is to get in safely, get out safely, and bring back the food for the village. That's a symbol. We got our ram. We proved there's sheep on this range that nobody knew about. Until you experience it, until you're out here on a hunt, living with the wilderness, living as part of it. We're a predator, and to deny that is to deny who we are. Yeah, I think back of all the incredible experiences we had on this journey into the unknown with friends. 5 friends. Donnie, our comedian, what a character and what a talent. Great, great, great man and an inspiration to all of us. You know, young Taylor, there's a young man with a future. What a charismatic, cool young man, hard worker. You know, Rich, he's my first cousin. Tough guy, no one else I'd want on this mountain with me. And Wojo, he's the best man I know. It's been one heck of an expedition.